Hello, good morning everyone. Hi Ashmit, please don't flood out your chat box. Hi Krishan, hi Shankar. So let your friends join in and we'll start. Good morning. Hi Abhishin, good morning. How are you everyone? Okay, so today we are at the 8th session and we uh, already we have done a bit of uh, scripting, programming, or logical implementation, whatever you say. And now we will dig more into it. And although we have done a bit of programming, but we will see how the player interaction and all sort of scripts how they are done. Okay, so how we keep race and the player starts to move. Okay, so I we have to start quickly because we have got a lot of things to cover today. So let your friends join in, and you can share the link also across the group if you have any common friends who are joining with you in the session. So I hope you guys all safe at home, and as much as you are safe, you're also taking care of your family as much as you can. um, you just please help them, that whenever they are violating any COVID protocol, going out without any mask or anything like that, you just make them follow those rules. Okay, so you are the coming generation, and you have to take a step forward to make this thing work. This is Unity class. We learn game development over here. Forgot how to add layer of terrain. Okay, okay, I'll show you quickly how to add layer in terrain. So okay, I think we are good to start. Um, anyone joins late, they can come back and see. Anyway, so I'll just turn off my video and we'll start. Okay, so I got a question that you forgot how to um, add layer on the terrain. Okay, so I'll go to scenes. So we have a scene of 11th May. So last class we did added this terrain, and this terrain has some textures on it. So I'll look for this one. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so how do I add a layer on a terrain? Is click on the terrain, um, go to inspector, then um, click on this tool, paint terrain. Okay, so here in the drop down there are multiple tools are there. Okay, so paint holes, raise a lower terrain, paint texture. Okay, so you're trying to paint texture. So you'll click on it, paint texture. So I have already added 3 terrain layers as a texture. Okay, Then if you don't have any, you have to add one. So you click on edit terrain layers, okay, then create layer. Then going to create layer, you will search for a texture that you have in the project. So I have grass over here. So these are some of the other textures, okay, and this is the texture that I want to add. So it's been added. So double click on it, okay, it will be added over there, okay. So if you so I already have one. So how I delete it, I was selecting one layer, okay. So once this is selected, I'll go to edit terrain and I'll remove the layer, okay. So unnecessary layers, if I have, I can remove those, okay. Hope this helps. um, okay, so in the earlier session, we so we animated this door, okay. So when we go near to the door, the console, it asks me for press F to open the door, okay. So clicking on F, I can open the door, and clicking on G, maybe I can close the door, okay. So there is some sort of automation, and I have shared this entire project with you, okay. So so I think it's a good idea to share this when I've seen that you guys have struggled sometime. So I'll also share whatever I have finished in the class today, okay. I'll make a zip of it and I'll share across in this channel, okay, Gaming with Unity summer course channel, okay. Then you can download it and you can open it with Unity. So once you unzip that particular project, okay, so what you have to go is you have to go to Unity, uh, so you'll open Unity Hub and you will add, okay. So you unzip that project, okay. So whatever wherever you have saved or wherever you have unzipped it, you just select it. So there will be a file called Mac OS X. You don't have to consider that file. So whatever file you will get as a project name, Unity Summer Camp Rollerball, okay, you can select that, okay. So select that one and click on open, so that will be opened, okay. So I think that will help you to understand better anyway. So I'll quickly make a little bit change over here, okay. So in earlier class we have added this door animation and things like that to make the door work, okay. And today we are going to close the door, okay, whenever we are away from that area, okay. So how we do that is I have added the lines over here from 120, okay, and here if I click F, that will open the door. If I click G, okay, that will close the door, okay. So here maybe I can have to open the door and G to. So when we will learn about Unity's UI system or UI in gaming, okay, that time I will show you how we add this kind of messages on the game interface itself. Okay, so right now, so when we are going there, we are staying there, that time we can open and close the door. Now so when we exit from the trigger area, okay, just a second. Okay, on trigger exit, then other and here I want the same code, but if this is door, then I will simply close the door. Okay, so this line I need, I can delete this thing. Okay, and I can add a print over here. Is print, what will I print? Door, door closed. Okay, so it's a kind of automation. So when you're going out of that area, that will close our door. Okay, so come back and let the script being compiled. Okay, so now if we play, and if we go there, if it is open, okay, click on F, it's open. If I'm exit from there, then you can see it will automatically close. Okay, so similarly we can automate it, like if we go in that area, okay, it will open the door. Okay, so similarly what we can do in the script is, if we are in that area, so we don't need to make any key press. Okay, so earlier we have seen a case where we are pressing a key and that is opening and closing the door. Okay, with a event pushed by our keyboard itself. Okay, now you want to make it automated. So whenever we arrive there, I want the door to be opened. Okay, open. So I'll write over here, door open. Okay, so let's check. So let the script be compiled. Now you see, so at the point of starting, it's closed. Okay, now when you arrive there, so door open. Okay, now the door is open, and if we are moving out of the door, see, okay, so door is being door closed, it's saying, but it's open. Okay, so I think there is a trigger we have to move out. Okay, so you go to animator. Earlier we created that the when we enter, that time door will be closed. Okay, and it will open the door. Okay, when we trigger as open, so I will remove the has exit time. Then when the door is open, when you call for close, it will close the door. Okay, and it will do it when the condition is activated. Okay, then what I can pass from here also Boolean. Okay, so Boolean is true or false. I'll pass as open. Okay, then there is a checkbox whether it's open or not. Okay, so I'll delete this too. Close as well. And so from the entry we will wait for an empty state. Okay, it will do nothing. Okay, I'll make that as default state. Okay, then default state to make station state transition to door open. So I'll go to door open when is okay, and the open is true. I'll go to door open. Okay, and the open is true. Okay, then I'll go to false. I'll go to door close. Okay, just delete this. Okay, I'll go to close when it's false. Okay, it's false, then it's close, and it's true, then it's open. Then when it's again it is true, then I'll go back to door open. Okay, so logic is set, and I'll have to work on the script also about that. So it's Boolean. So what I have to do is set Boolean is parameter name is open, and what I want to pass is true. Okay, and similarly over here I'll just copy and paste the line over here. Bool open, I want to make it false. Okay, let's check in the Unity now. So any questions up to now? Okay, now let's play. So it's empty state, so door is open. Okay, perhaps it is opening from a open position. Okay, so when we move out from there, you can see it's being closed. When you go there, it's open, and I move out, it's closed. you go there, it's open. When you move out, it's closed. Okay, so it's working a bit, working all fine. Okay, now I just have to make it its default door wing. Okay, now you can see it's 460. I'll make it as a 360. Okay, so that it's always in a closed position when you play it. Okay. Okay, so I arrived there. Now it's open. Now I can pass through. If I move a bit far, it will close the door automatically. Even if I go there, now it is open the door. It will open the door for me. And if I go there and move a bit farther, it will close the door. Okay, so I hope you understood up to this. Any question? So I'll take some of the question of yours in the chat box. Okay, you can drop the chat over there. So I'll keep this code open. If someone want to do, you can, they can do. Okay. Okay. C sharp concept. Okay, so C sharp code, we must have a editor to edit any code. Okay, so right now I'm using Visual Studio code. Sorry, you can download um, Visual Studio. Okay, so that is very easy, intuitive. If you download Visual Studio code, there are a lot of things which you have to set up, and I don't want you to do that, because those are very technical and very tough steps for you maybe. And so you can download Visual Studio directly, and you can start working there, you start editing there. Even if you don't want to have any Visual Studio because you have a lower end system, and Visual Studio have a higher appetite of eating up your space and RAM, so you can use any text editor. So you can use Notepad plus plus, there is also a good one to use. Okay, so the script you will get, and the entire project you will get. Okay, you just have to um, make sure that you make things work. So if I suppose if I give you this project, okay, how you can make things work. Okay, so I'll show you. So suppose I have a door over here. Okay, so I'll select this two wall and this door. Okay. Okay, so this is the suppose this is the first part of it. Okay, and let me create one empty, so that will be more meaningful to work. Okay, so I'll say door and walls. Okay, door and walls, I'll make everything as 0 0 0. So I'll reset it, so it will make everything 0 0 0, and this door wall, sorry, wall and door. Okay, I'll drag and drop it on the door and walls. Okay, so so that it will so everything will be inside this one. Okay, so now if I want to duplicate, I can do that. Okay, so I duplicated it, Control D, or otherwise you can select the object and you can click on duplicate, so it will duplicate it. So select the duplicated one, the move tool, and the move tool, you can move the object. Okay, so make sure, if you can't see the move tool over here, okay, you selected the move tool but it's not here. Okay, then click on this pivot. Okay, so it will make it center and it will give you the object over there. Okay, now I'm moving the object. So suppose I have another wall over there. Okay, and control, I'll make a duplicate of it again. I'll make a door over there. Okay, so now I have 3 doors. Okay, but I have added script for one only. Okay, So I'll save it and I'll show you how that works. So this is the first door. Okay, it's open for me. And so this is another door. Let's see whether it's being opened or not. Okay, so it is not opening. Okay, because we have the reference of the animation for the one that is over there. Okay, but if you see, if I enter so if I enter over here, now the door is open. Okay, that door is open. If I move out, that door is closed. Okay, so it is sensing that whatever I am touching over here, whatever trigger area I am entering, that is a door type. Okay, and it is that is why it's being triggered and it's opening. But the animation component that we have, it is not attached on this particular one, so it is not being drawn. Okay, so how we can make everything work? Okay, so what we have to do, so if you studied a bit of programming, you will know that so there is something called array. Okay, so what we will do, so this door animation you see, so I want this animator should be an array object. Okay, okay, and all the door animation I can create a for loop over here. Okay, so if I create a for loop, okay, then what it will do, it will open every door, okay, wherever I am. Okay, so I have to sense and open that particular door only. Okay, so we can do that, but that is a very complicated step. Okay, perhaps for now I think we can move on, because we have a lot more easier things to cover for you. Okay, so that is it for this one over here. Okay, and I'll create a script and I'll share across. Okay, so that you'll get to see that every door you are arriving, that will work over there. Okay, and you can, it can be a simpler one over here. You can do that is door, you can select that particular one. So animation is equals to other dot get component it children is animator. Okay, close it. The same. We'll do the same over here as well. Okay, so let's see how it behaves. For me it should work. So perhaps I'll remove public from here, so that we don't have to add a single animator from the editor. Okay, so what if we add public, and what if we don't? Okay, so if we add public, we can make the reference from the Unity editor. Okay, if we don't add public, okay, we can make those as a private, and those are default at that time. Okay, and you can take the reference from the script itself. Okay, so this is much more technical, you don't need to bother about it. Okay, so you'll get the script. So it's all done. I'll just play and check. Let's see. Oh, okay, so one door opened, and so here is another one. It is opened. Okay, and if I go there, okay, it is also open. Okay, so wherever I go, whichever door it is, okay, it is opening for me. Okay, so this is the same concept we get to see in any kind of MMOs or a shooting game or fighting game. Okay, so Free Fire, PUBG. Okay, so the same concept over there. So we have seen two of the concepts that we can open the door with with key press. We can open the door automatically, okay, when our player arrive to a certain position. So similarly, if you think that this can if this is done this way, similar way we can do a kind of, if we arrive at some point, okay, this is door opening, we can hide some treasure over there on the same point, and when we arrive at that point, so that treasure, so that box will be opened, and our player can collect that treasure and it can move on. Okay, so the concept is same. You have to implement the logic according to your game, or according to your whatever design you have about the game. Okay, so I'll show the code. So you'll get the code anyway. So perhaps I can drag and drop it for you. Okay, so I've added the code from line 120. Okay, line 120 to 144. Okay, so remember that line. Okay, so after this mobile input return. Okay, so I'll copy the code and I'll perhaps paste it over here. Thank you, Viraj. Okay, you can copy the code from there and you can, but this boolean you have to set it from the, sorry, to set it from the animator. Okay, so this animation set, okay, you have to do, make a screenshot. Perhaps I have to go to parameters and okay. Okay, so just remember those states. Okay, how I designed and where I have give boolean one, the true and false. Okay, so if you understand a bit of logic, I think you can do that. So okay. Okay, so that is it for this project for now. Okay, I'll send you the project and you can work on it further. Okay, so I'll perhaps save and close it. Okay, then quit. So the next thing I'm going to make explore today, that is from Unity Learn. Okay, and I'll take some of your question if you have any. I'll send you as a zip file. Okay, so perhaps just give me a second. Will So I'll add the link in the description how you can join in the Slack channel. Okay. Okay, so if you don't, if you are not having not seeing animator from the menu, go to Windows, go to animation, then animator you will get to see. Yeah, I kept the link of the Slack channel. Okay, so we discuss issues over there. Okay, then okay, so perhaps it's good to go. And so here, if you have seen our featured game that we have shown in our advertisement, so that is a karting game. Okay, so we call it as a go-kart rush. So this karting micro game, okay, what you can do, you can download it. Okay, and um, so I have this downloaded. I'll just quickly download this version. Studio, I don't need anything of this. I'll just install the version. Okay, so from the learn, you uh, you download this karting micro game project. Okay, so for me it is downloaded. Okay, if you if it's not downloaded, then it will show something like this. Okay, download project. Okay, so it's downloaded for me. That's why it's showing that I must have Unity 2020.3 version to open this project. Okay, so there are some package dependencies are there, so that is why we must install 2020.3. Okay, so so that this entire project will work. So what we will do in this project is let it be downloaded by then. Okay, and till then I'll show you how we will do things over there. So so it's a complete project, it's all completed. Most of you I've seen, most of you already have downloaded some of the this kind of learn project from the learn, and you worked on it. I've seen some of the cool stuff that you have done. Okay, I'm pretty impressed. And similarly we'll download this project, and what we will do is we will try to edit the scene, and we will try to bring our experience, whatever we have learned till now, or whatever we will be learning, we will bring our experience, and we will set up the entire racing area and everything, lighting effect and all the object on the scene, those kind of stuffs we will edit by ourselves, and so that it will be a customized project for each one of you. Okay, and with that some of the coding part, if you want to add, like we previously have added coin collection. Okay, so you can download any object that is showing, or that is something looks like it's a coin, so you can download those sort of object, or you can make it by your own. Okay, so you can use those object as a coin inside the game, and when a player is approaching to any first lap or second lap, he can collect those and increase his points. Okay, so you will get everything over there, all the scripts, all the user interface you need, all the animations, all the lighting, any package you need, those everything is there. So earlier I think most of you have already explored some of the project from Unity Learn. So so those who haven't, okay, they can download it, and you can really start exploring about it. Okay, and and uh, and you try to manipulate the scene. Okay, so don't worry if something goes wrong, or you are lost somewhere. Okay, you have the project, so it's always in your system, and you can always delete the project and you can add newly. Okay. um, so with that project we will try to manipulate the entire scene, and we'll try to change the player, change the color of the player, change the color of the card. Okay. So if you want multiple cards to be there, okay, so that each one of you will have which have a different variation of go kart racing game. Okay. And at the end of it we'll build it and we'll host it on our server. Okay. So that you'll get a link of it, and you can share it across with your friends, families about your creation. Okay. So here if you see in this scene, I'll just turn off my video. Here in this scene, um, in this scene it's open scene, and there is pretty much nothing other than what we have done. So perhaps I'll go to simple screens, and you go to scenes, and I'll open car. Okay. So this thing over here, and here is the car. Okay. So it's pretty much same with that with that karting micro game. Okay. And what we'll do is we have some of the prefabs with the standard asset. Okay. So if it is a terrain, which I believe is, okay, and if you want to make it as you already know how to add a terrain. Okay. So if it's not a terrain, okay, this one, okay, what you can do is you can add your own terrain, and I'll show you how. Just go to 3D object, you can add your terrain. Okay. So it's overlapping, that is why you see the surface or surface glitch over there. And perhaps what I will do is I'll move it a bit here, here. Okay. So that entire area will be covered into one terrain. Okay. So there is a part of the ground which is bothering me. Okay. Perhaps we can keep that too, and this terrain we can make it a bit lower than the absolute the original terrain. Okay. So I'll make it as 0.01. Okay. 02, 03. To make it at least, okay, minus 0.01. Okay. Now it's under the original track. Okay. Now here on the terrain we don't need to add any terrain layers or textures or anything. We can directly add trees. Okay. So earlier I haven't shown you how we can add tree on the terrain. Okay. So here the paint texture is there, and beside that there is a paint tree. Okay. Tool is there, then no trees defined, so we'll add something. So add trees. Okay. So click on edit trees and add tree to add a tree. Okay. And you will get a window like this. Okay. So you can see tree prefab is not there. Okay, none. So I'll click on this bullet, and so it's showing there are some of the objects are there which I can use as a tree, and I can see in this broadleaf. Okay, so this broadleaf is there. I can use that one. So I'll double click on it, and it will be added as a tree prefab, and I'll add it. Okay, so I've added one. I've added one. Now I'll show you how we can add that particular tree on the on our terrain. Okay, so here as soon as I've added, so there is a circle over here, so it's a kind of how you want to place trees on the scene. Okay, so here are some of the instructions. Click to paint trees, hold shift and click to erase trees, hold control and click to erase only trees of the selected type. Okay, so I'll click over here. Now you see there are some of the trees are added. Okay, I'll click over here, here, and if I go closer, now you see those trees. Okay, so I can add more here, here. Okay, like this. So if you want to add one tree at a time, how you can do that is you have to reduce the brush size. Okay, make it as 1 and tree density as 1. Okay, now wherever you click, it will add one tree at a time. Like this. So there's a one type of tree, these are. So it's saying that hold shift and click to erase the trees. Okay, so perhaps I'll erase trees from here. I'll click shift, and perhaps I have to make the brush size a bit bigger. Okay, so I can erase trees like this, and any bulk trees I have, I want to erase those. I want to add 1 and 1. Okay, so adding trees in this way with the terrain tool, it will help us to optimize the entire scene. So these trees are very detailed. Okay, and you'll get to see that it has colliders and everything. So if we add a single tree over here, okay, it will make a scene a bit dirty. Okay, so in the hierarchy, there will be a bulk number of trees will be there, and those won't be optimized. If we add trees in this way, these are optimized version of it, and there is a load. Okay, level of detailing are there. Okay, and I'll play and I'll show you how it works. So you see the tree that are placed at a far. Okay, those are not detailed right now. The tree I'm seeing over here is very detailed. Okay, so now if I'm coming closer to those trees, now those are getting a bit more detail, and this is how it's being optimized. So you can add trees wherever you want over here, and you can edit the scene as you like. Okay, make your own racetrack kind of thing. So you'll see whether it's downloaded or not. Just a second. So it's being installed. Okay, so just a second, I'll show you another how you add more trees. Okay, so I have one tree added. I can add multiple. So add tree again. So it's tree prefab asking, and I'll search for another tree prefab I have from the project. Okay, so it's conifer I have. Okay, conifer desktop. So I'll double click on it, it will be added, and selecting this, clicking over here, it will add this kind of trees also. Okay, okay, so let's see if it has collider and everything. So if move around, and if you collide with it, you see this, it has colliders. Okay, we can't pass through this. Okay, so okay, so some of the things are pretty much given or taken care by Unity's engine. Okay, you don't need to worry about those. And if you want to add more effects over there, you can go to 3D object, add wind zone. Okay, okay, so if you click on wind zone, it will add wind. Okay, so there are some of the parameters are there: main, turbulence, pulse magnitude, pulse frequency. Okay, and let's see. So earlier you have seen that those trees are there, but those are static. Now you'll see that those are you know kind of those are leaves are catching wind. Okay, if you move around every tree you will get to see that those are moving. Just stand here and see. Okay, so that will give you a kind of realism or realistic effect in your game. Perhaps I'll just mute audio. Okay, so this is how you can edit your scene there, and I'll just try to open it. So I have Unity Learn, it's downloaded. My 2020 version is also downloaded, and I'll click on open project. Okay, so let's hope it will open quickly, because I think we are running out of time. Okay, so any questions up to now? Are you finding it interesting or what? Yeah, Keshav, you can always upload this in the Play Store. But you have to have a Play Store ID. Yeah, you can build enemies. Unity app link. Okay, so Unity app link, what you have to do is just search for download Unity. Okay, you search for download Unity, you go to download, and you download Unity Hub. Okay, and that will do your work. You just have to come back on Unity Hub, and you have to come to install, activate your license. Okay, you can watch our first or second session to understand it better. Okay, so we discussed about it, how to activate your license and how to make things work. Okay, you can check those videos, and you'll get your answer. So it's still yet to be opened. So any questions regarding on terrain, trees, how you add those in other? Okay, so if it's Windows 7, there must be some version dependencies. You can see it should support system requirements in OS Windows 7 service pack 1 plus. Okay, then 8, 10. Okay, it will support. Okay, so it should support for you as well. So in the 7. So any question on this project up to now, whatever we have done? Yeah, there are other engines like Unreal, CryEngine, Godot. You can use those as well, but we are using Unity. So the tutorial you will find here, those are absolutely for Unity. Okay, so there are other scenes are also there. You can export those. Okay, and I have this project open. Um, where you can check environment. Okay, add water on the terrain you can do, and mm, okay, so I have this project open. Let me switch to that project. Okay, okay, so this is the project you will get when you open the karting micro game. Okay, so it has a tutorial tab which I don't want. Okay, so you'll get something like this. Okay, so I'll just load scene. That's it. I don't want this tutorial, so I'll close the tab. Okay, so tutorial, click over here and close tab. Okay, so that will close, and you can resize the tab like this. Okay, and now if I play the game right now, okay, so like this. So this is the game, and now what you can do is you already know how to create materials. Okay, and I want you to add custom materials and change the complete color of the scene. Okay, you can change the color of the lighting. The most of the thing you'll get to see, you'll feel those are new here, but if you select any of those, start and finish line, okay, object time limit, okay, you can edit the color of those by yourself. Okay, so you know how to add material, and you know how to change the lighting. If you know how to edit different kind of lights on the scene. Okay, we discussed it in earlier sessions. Now I want you to apply those knowledge or whatever you have learned on this scene. Okay, and edit it as much as you can. Okay, so that is pretty much for today. Okay, I'll tomorrow or coming session, I will make you explore more on this project, and we'll discuss about UI. Okay, user interface, how we add things from the script, how we make things work when we are clicking one button, how it is changing changing the behavior of something like that. Okay, and this project that we are earlier working, so this project I will just save and I will send it to you, okay, so that you can explore by yourself. Okay, and that is it. Hope you will keep yourself safe, and if we have any of our Muslim friends, Eid Mubarak to you. Okay, and see you next time. Bye.